What's up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video. As you see from the screen, I am rocking a new team featuring Pikachu Libre, Ducklett, and Shiny Vigoroth, and it got me to number 56 on the leaderboard as of today. So it's a pretty effective team. I'm excited to share it with you. And without further ado, you guys want to see the battles. So why don't we see the battles? Here we go. There's going to be a little banner on top because these were from a stream where I was raising money for Gamers Outreach, a organization that provides kids that are hospitalized with a chance to play video games, whether that be like providing money for consoles or games or whatnot. But you see, our opponent shields the Brave Bird, and they catch on a Cottony, which is totally fine because this way our Pikachu is avoiding this Cottony. That's kind of the structure of this team. We've got our Flyer, which is like an okay Cottony counter. The Charms are still going to hurt. And then Vigoroth is to like lure out the Cottony. And then Pikachu oftentimes will sweep in back. And you are going to see some epic sweeps from Pika in this video. By the way, the IVs on the Pikachu are... but some of them are below 10 because I've actually mirror traded this Pika Libre with Boygos. So we traded them before Little Cup to try and get PvP IVs. And mine, like, not the worst PvP IVs. They're pretty okay. In comes a Venonat. This is a little scary. These confusions are very oppressive. I don't think I'm going to get to a second Thunder Punch. Oh, I do get to a second Thunder Punch. Unfortunately, he sneaks one in. So that confusion is going to KO me. But my Ducklett is so low, and his Ducklett still has a ton of energy. Not a ton of energy, but a lot of health compared to my Ducklett. His Ducklett was still like in the yellow. So I had to hope that like Bubble Beam and Wing Attack KO'd, but nah, ain't happening. We actually simul KO, so it was kind of close. But we take a tough loss there in game one. Not sure what else I could have done, because if I don't switch out of that lead, the Cottony just sweeps my back line. So I'm not sure what I could have done there. Ducklett versus Skrelp. Skrelp has been the most common lead I have seen in the Little Jungle Cup. I see this thing everywhere. And Ducklett has a pretty good matchup, right? Because you're resisting the water gun damage and you're dealing neutral wing attack damage. Vigoroth is so glassy. If you decide to use it yourself, it's so glassy. You've got to shield like pretty much anything. Pretty much anything you got to shield. I threw my Body Slam there because I knew he was going to get to another move. So I wanted to force him to throw. And look at that. I let it go because I didn't want to be down shields. And I thought this might be a nice farm for Ducklett. So yeah, I actually farmed out because both of my Pokemon left are good against Skrelp. So this way I figured I could see what comes in. And this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. The Wooper comes in against my Ducklett because the Skrelp wants to avoid the Ducklett. And now the Mighty Duck, he's just going to go off. Brave Bird coming in. Gets the last shield. Another Brave Bird. I had so much energy, my opponent didn't realize. This is definitely going to one-shot. And then I can just insta-swap. I've got a shield for Pikachu, and this Thunder Punch should do the trick. Stab Thunder Punch. Look out how cute Pika is in his or her fighting costume. And we get the win there, a nice one. Yeah, this team is really good against Skrelp leads, which has been by far the most common lead I have seen since doing Little Jungle Cup, because you got two answers for it. So if they swap, you don't even necessarily have to swap, depending on what comes in. Another Skrelp. I told you. I told you. They swap a Pikachu. So I swap my Vig, and I know that this thing has Flying Press, right? So I'm going to have to shield here. And the Pikachu will get to Flying Press pretty quickly. So that's why I'm throwing Body Slam to either force a shield or keep switch. I get the shield. At this point, I know I can just shield one more time and farm all the way down. So I do go down a shield, but it's not the end of the world because Vigoroth is so attack weighted, especially in this Little Jungle Cup, that like my Body Slam is probably going to get me a shield back anyway. So it's okay to go down a shield because I'm going to get all this energy. And I don't want to get water gunned down, so there's a chance I throw this and maybe dip out of there. We'll see. We shall see. I would think I probably dip out. Oh no, he lets it go. In comes Scarm. I thought I would get to a body slam, and I do get to a body slam, so that's why I stayed in. And then I aggressive swap into my Ducklet, because I knew he'd have to like Brave Bird here to take me out. But he only Sky attacks. So this is definitely going to allow me to get to a Bubble Beam, which will debuff him. Boop. Gets the shield. I was a little scared of him potentially like double Sky attacking my Pikachu. Oh. So I thought I might get 2 counters off. I only got 1 counter off, but this is fine because even a Brave Bird wouldn't one-shot us from here. And yeah, he definitely didn't have enough energy for 2 moves, obviously. So another win for Pika. Oh my gosh, when Pika gets a Skarmory back, that's just unbelievable. On to the next one. Ducklet versus Cottonee. This is where we want to see the Cottonee, right? Our backline's pretty weak to it, so they switch, and I'm like, oh crap. Vigoroth swap, not super comfortable to deal with. I shield. And he sneaks a counter through, not good at all. Bubble Beam. I catch on my Vigoroth, which is like, okay, but this is still going to hurt. But after that Bubble Beam debuff, my Vigoroth was able to take it pretty well. And I think I should get to a Body Slam here. Yeah, because I can live 1 Charm. So this is really nice. We handled the Vigoroth without it doing too much damage to us. We get a shield back, we maintain switch, but our Ducklet is a little bit low, where the charm damage is going to be a little threatening to it. We switch, in comes an Onix, and Onix is a core breaker. Onix is a core breaker for this team. Honestly, I probably should have Brave Birded there. And, like, the reason I didn't throw my Bubble Beam at the Onix is, like, how else am I going to take out the stinking, Cottonee if I don't save that energy? So, that was my thought process there. He just decides to let the Onix go at this point since he knows my Ducklet's so low. And, yeah, just no point for him to shield this. And I don't think I even had the Brave Bird loaded. So how could I have won that game? I'm not sure. I think the only way I win that game is maybe like get a shield, bait the Vigoroth, and then like come in Pikachu and retain switch. All right, Ducklet versus Vigoroth. Pretty decent lead since I resist the counter damage. A little bit of mutual lag. You kind of have to shield, otherwise you're in jeopardy of getting countered down. I go straight for the Brave Bird. I'm hoping they don't shield. People sometimes don't shield this because they're expecting the Bubble Beam. This person shields. I aggressive swap into my Vig. Risky, but I can't stay in there with my debuff Ducklet, right? He swaps in a Scarm, which I'm like, let's go. That was poor timing by me. Poor timing. Allows him to get a free air slash through. I get a shield. Oh, and it was CMP. So actually, that's fine. Delayed CMP, or he just threw right away, I guess. I was keeping track of the Skarmory's energy. I think it had 1 extra, so this allows me to do 6 thundershocks. 12 turns, so we CMP tie here. So I have a little bit of residual energy. Pikachu takes out the Skarmory. What's going to come in? Is the Vig going to come back in? It is. I forgot if it had any residual energy, so I just throw this punch right away. Why not Flying Press? Because Thunder Punch KOs anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And there's a Skrelpin back, and Pikachu Libre going off. Get out of here, Skrelp. And Pikachu Libre sweeps the entire team with shields down, surviving with 1 HP. Pretty cool sweep there. Next matchup, Char-Titar. Blossom, pretty good lead. Our wing attacks are going to deal super effective, but the Razor Leafs do just as much. I'm going straight for the Bubble Beam. I probably should have built up more, because there's no way they're going to shield here. But I decide, like, the grass type's in the lead, so I'm getting rid of it, which is good. I counter down and get a little bit of head start energy. What's going to come in? A Lickitung. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he must be so weak to Vigoroth. This is crazy. What could possibly be in back? Maybe like a G-Fisk? Yeah, and I'm going to shield, because why not? He obviously is weak to Vigoroth and back. It's a Sharpedo! It's a Sharpedo! Oh my gosh. And no Pikachu Libre necessary, because Vigoroth, this team was so weak to Vigoroth, except for the lead Pokemon. So that was kind of a funny game. But big props to the opponent for running a shiny Sharpedo and the Jungle Cup. My streaming buddy, Butters, 2-0 Butters, if you guys know him. My fellow 2-0 friend, he's running Sharpedo. Safe swap Skarmory, not a safe swap against Pikachu. And I'm just going for the Thunder Punch right away because it KOs, believe it or not. Bang! Get out of here. Going for the Flying Press here. This would like pretty much one-shot the Scrafty. Flying Press is a super good move. He's not going to counter. So unfortunately, I don't think we were going to get there anyway, but he throws the Power-Up Punch here, so there's definitely no reason for me to shield. Definitely going to come in Ducklet here. Going to wait out my switch timer a bit. I'm going to shield to respect the foul play, but I know he's probably going to bait. He does bait. In comes Stunfisk, and we should be in a pretty good spot. Going to soften it up with Bubble Beam. Oh, going for another Bubble Beam, I guess. And then just going to tank all the energy on Vig, probably. Oh, we CMP, not ideal. I let it go because it had been debuffed twice, so I knew I would live it. This is only a Muddy Water, right? Yeah, I didn't realize that in the live action of battle, but watching it over, I realized it. Move coming through. It's a Power Punch. It hurts, but doesn't KO. Vig actually survives with 1 HP, but our Ducklet still had like probably a few wing attacks worth of health as well, so pretty comfortable win there. Next matchup, 308 Marksman. Ducklet versus G-Fisk. Aggressive swap into our Vigoroth. Sometimes even if it's like a neutral lead, I'll just aggressive swap my Vigoroth because either they won't have a good answer or it'll lure out something like a Cottony that I can then farm down with Ducklet. So that's another strategy if you guys decide to use this team. I shield here because I want to get to this next Body Slam to either preserve switch or get another shield. I get a shield, not another shield, but a shield I should say. And now I'm debating what to farm down with. I farm down with Pikachu. So now if he comes in with Fisk, like, he's going to be in trouble. Yeah, look at this. I sneak in a Thundershock. That's why I didn't throw right away. Because I wanted to get ahead on energy. He Muddy Waters me. Very rude. Sneaks in a Mud Shot. But I should still win CMP here. He should be one away. So I risked it. He could have caught, but I threw right away. And Pikachu Libre, bang, bang, boogie. Oh, and there's a Skarmory in back. So much for the OP meta team. And I throw the Thunder Punch. And once again, Pika swept the whole team. Technically, right? It Thunder Shocked down the Altaria. It Flying Pressed the G-Fisk. And then it Thunder Punched the Skarmory. Unbelievable. This thing can be so dangerous when you get a head start on energy with it. The Ducklet Mirror. Quack, quack. Hello. It's a Water Gun Ducklet, so that's a favorable matchup for us. I'm going to farm up a lot. He catches my Brave Bird on his Chansey. Very nice catch. This is going to chip, but you see how tanky Chansey is. That would one-shot like anything else in this cup. But it doesn't even do like a quarter to Chansey. Maybe it did about a quarter. So here I'm going to Body Slam, and I'm going to try and count. I'm going to shield and counter all the way down from here. I assume I'm going to shield. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about there because Psychic would have almost KO'd. Psychic plus the pounds definitely would have KO'd. Now I'm one counter short of 3 body slams. I know my opponent is probably going to CMP time me here, but I'm hoping they Bubble Beam. But actually, Bubble Beam might KO still because Vigoroth is so glassy. So I actually do shield. I preserve the energy and I switch. I'm expecting he might catch here. So I actually Bubble Beam, expecting the catch. And I get the shield. He was scared of the Brave Bird. And now I get off the Brave Bird. And even though this is resisted, it's going to do so much. It's going to do so dang much. Boom, look at that. Oh, this is kind of sketch. Do I tank it on Pika? That makes sense. Tank it on Pika. This is still going to hurt. Resisted Sky Attack plus a debuff does almost half. But because I have like almost 2 body slams on my Vigoroth, I knew that he would have to expend energy here to take me out. And this is just a troll to flying press the water flying type. Obviously you should Thunder Punch it, but you see how good flying press is as a move? I was debuffed. It's resisted, and Ducklet's like fairly tanky for this meta, for this league, and it's still KO'd. So it shows you how good of a move flying press is. Didn't see that trainer name, but we're on to the next one. Another Skrelp. We like this lead a lot with this team. They usually either go for the Sludge or switch eventually. I haven't figured out the best way to approach a Chansey swap in. Is it better to chip and dip, or is it better to just go Vig right away? I'm not sure. But it doesn't seem like a super comfortable matchup for Vig if I don't chip. Just because the Chansey's so tanky. And I actually throw the Body Slam here to potentially force a shield from the Chansey, because this should KO from this range. And look at that, I get the shield and it was CMP. Perfect. Perfecto. Oh, and they hyper beamed. Oh my gosh, so unnecessary. Maybe it's single moved. That could be. Body Slam coming through. The Skrelp definitely has a move. Boom, look at that. It was tempting to shield and save my next Body Slam, but I decided to let it go. Now I've got 2 fairly healthy Pokemon. I come in Ducklet. In comes Pika, and this is scary. So I actually Bubble Beam because I knew Flying Press pretty much one-shots a Pikachu. So by debuffing it, I'm hoping I can live the Flying Press. And I know he's ahead of energy, so he's going to get there first anyway. So I just let this first one go. And look at that. I survived with a little bit of health, a little bit of scary lag. And we've got 2. Come on. Come on, Pika. Got the shield. Second Flying Press coming through. Bang. Get out of here, Pika. The Skrelp takes me out. And I wing attack down the Skrelp. Let's go. Some very epic games. Little Jungle Cup, it can be frustrating sometimes if like the games go super fast and you lose, or if you face against a Chansey. A fellow streamer was running Altaria, Chansey, G-Fisk, and I mean, no matter what team you run, right? Like it's fine. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is such an OP team. I don't think I really had much play against it. But I like using some of these little tyke Pokemon. They're very fun. Pikachu Libre was very effective in this run. It helped me get to almost top 50 on the leaderboard, as you saw at the beginning of the video. We are going to catch this Genesect eventually. Gotcha. And 3XL candies, very nice. Decent IVs. Triple 14s, 93%. And a 5-0. That put us at exactly 3,000 for that set, and we actually managed to... I actually managed to go 10-0 after that one. I didn't record. I was just kind of playing for fun. But that's what got me to 56 on the leaderboard. After that one, I had a negative set. I dropped a little bit. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Pika Libre hype. And yeah, all comments help the algorithm. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.